Hey guys, this is Sean Sayed from Remax Hallmark. As Team Sayed is always committed to providing you with the best service in terms of buying, selling, or investing, I take it as my responsibility to guide my clients through as well. The market is very unpredictable, and I want you to have your full homework before you step into this market. Here's the market stats for January 2020.
Remax Hallmark January 2020 Toronto Real Estate Market Report. Both sales and appreciation numbers displayed double-digit increases compared to 1 year ago. I'll comment more on that in this broadcast as we go through the market report. So let's review some of the Toronto Real Estate Board statistics and see what's happened. In January, sales were up 15.3% compared to last year, with 4,581 houses and condominiums changing hands in all the districts. Condo, townhouse, and high-rise suite sales were up by 13.8%, with a 38.3% share of the market and 1,753 units being sold. The January average sale price for all GTA homes came in at $839,363, up 12.3% from 1 year ago. The active listing inventory is one of the strongest indicators of how slow or fast the market has been moving. The inventory average for the month of January compared to historical numbers was lower by a huge 35% compared to last year at this time. This inventory imbalance is causing a price increase in many but not all GTA districts. The sales to listings or percent chance of selling ratio is how we determine what type of market we're actually in. 24 to 28% is a neutral market. Below 24% is a buyer's market, and above 28% is a seller's market. In January, that ratio finished at 58.9%. Almost 26% above last year, and a continuation of what we saw in December 2019. This is an indication of a continuing strong, steady market as we start to move into the 2020 spring market. The days on market average for GTA/Toronto homes was 30 days, 3 days faster than December. So let's look at what's happening in the downtown Toronto condominium market. West of Yonge and south of Bloor in the CO1 Trub District, the adjusted average sale price for January was $785,401. That average moved up 18.2% from the same time last year. With 210 condo sales in the month, the numbers were up 15% compared to 2019. There were 357 active listings on the market in January, a dip of 6.3% below last year. The ratio of sales to listings increased slightly to 58.8%, which keeps CO1 in very busy seller's market territory. The average days on market came in at 22, 1 day faster than last month. Now east of Yonge and south of Bloor in the CO8 Trub District, the average adjusted sale price for January was $758,191. That number was up 11% compared to 2019. And with 106 condo sales in the month, the numbers were up a big 43% compared to last year. There were 143 active listings on the market in January, down a big 25% from 2019. The ratio of sales to listings was back up to 74.1% for the month. That number still keeps CO8 in an extremely busy seller market territory. The average days on market came in at 22, 4 days faster than last month. Here's a snapshot summary of the significant real estate milestones for Toronto in January 2020, with the highest appreciation rate we've seen since March 2018. January sales were up 15.3% compared to last year at 4,581, and the ratio of sales to listings jumped up to 58.9% in January, a busy seller market. Also, the January average sale price came in at $839,363, up a positive 12.3% compared to last year. This is continuing the market momentum we've seen since last September. The GTA real estate market overall averaged 30 days on market. and detached home sales in January 2020 with a purchase price over $2 million were up 74% at 113 houses, while condo apartment sales over $2 million increased by 117%, 13 suites, compared to January 2019. And the condo share of the market was up slightly at 38.3% during the month. Downtown condo active listing numbers were down a modest 6.3% in CO1, but lower by a whopping 25% in CO8 from last year at this time. And January condo sales were up by 14.8% in CO1 and increased in CO8 by a big 43.2% compared to 2019. The downtown condo days on market average was 22 days, 8 days faster than the overall market. And the ratio of sales to listings for condos downtown was slightly lower in CO1 at 58.8%, but increased slightly in CO8 at 74.1%. Both were still much higher than in the overall market, 58.9%. Building on this higher demand due to better affordability, condo appreciation in the two main downtown markets averaged 11% to 18.2% year over year, highest that we've seen all this year. Sales numbers have now increased in many 905 neighborhoods, although appreciation percentages are lower across the board in the 905. With the continued market momentum we've seen in January, we can confidently expect 2020 sales numbers and prices this spring to increase as we progress into the typically busy March through May/June timeframe, mainly due to increased demand and lack of supply. This month we're looking at the sales and average price by major home type chart for January. Sales were up big time for detached townhouse and condo apartments in both the 416 and the 905 areas, in most cases in the double digits. The average sale prices for detached houses, plus 16.7%, and condo apartments, plus 15%, in the 416, increased at double-digit levels when compared to January 2019. The 905 areas saw less appreciation for detached homes, plus 8.7%, but double-digit increases across the board for semis, townhouses, and condo suites, the highest at plus 14.3%. We project that we'll see a repeat of these stats as we go through the next 4 to 6 months. So what's the best way to make your first baby step into the Toronto or GTA real estate market? Make a call or send an email to your favorite RE/MAX Hallmark professional and set up a conversation over a coffee to discuss what your buying or selling options going forward might be. Remember to check back here in early March for our February 2020 Toronto Real Estate Market Report Summary.